Good evening, YouTube. Paisano and Genevieve at your service. Let's talk about subscriptions. Let's get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We talk about
rock and roll.
Rock and roll here. Exactly, Genevieve. Well said. If you've been watching for some time and you're not yet subscribed, we don't think highly of that at all.
We shiver in our timbers.
It costs nothing to subscribe. Paisano would never, ever charge you money to subscribe.
Stop freeloading.
Stop freeloading. You heard her. You heard her. There's no arguing with Genevieve. Let me tell you, she's a tough customer. Tough.
Because we shiver in our timbers if you don't subscribe.
Listen. Heed the warning. Heed the warning. Speaking of warnings, let's talk about Green Day. Not that that has anything to do with warnings, but I thought it was a decent segue. And their 1995 album called Insomniac. Now, this was a follow-up to Green Day's big breakthrough in 1994 into 1995, and that album was called Dookie. And Dookie really put Green Day on the map. They had a couple of albums before that, but really didn't break through in the mainstream. They were mainly a West Coast band only up to that point, appearing here and there. But Dookie broke it wide open. And they called it punk rock, but I don't know if you could call it punk rock. You know, it wasn't like the Sex Pistols and the rest of the Ramones and those guys. It was different, more modern, obviously, but rock and roll. Why call it punk rock? It's not punk rock. It's all rock, as far as I'm concerned. Dookie was fantastic. I don't own that on vinyl. I have that on CD, so that will be featured many weeks down the road. But Insomniac is their fourth studio album. And just like any follow-up to a gigantic album, it's tough. It's tough to live up to. And I read, in doing my research for this album, I find that they were on the verge of breaking up. The pressure was too much. The touring and the appearances, because Dookie was an absolute smash. You couldn't get away from it. A great album from start to finish. And like I said, it put them on the map. And this one is very good. Played beautifully. It doesn't have the flow that Dookie has. It doesn't have as many great songs as Dookie has, but it has enough. And you can see the cover is, really a mishmash of, God only knows what. Can you figure out what's going on there?
Nice.
I mean, that's pretty crazy. You get the chimpanzee with the hat and the books. And the
dead guy.
Yeah, getting shot again. Looks like he's in a casket.
Yeah.
Girl with the lady
It's
with the
a
electric attack.
hammock, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff from the minds of Billy Joe and company. All right, let's go over the track listing here. Side 1, Armitage Shanks, Brat, Stuck With Me, Geek Stink Breath, No Pride, Babs Uvula Who, 86. Side 2, Panic Song, Stewart and the Avenue, Brain Stew, and Jaded together. Jaded is my favorite Green Day song. And when they play it on the radio, it's really a crapshoot whether they'll always play Brain Stew, but whether they'll go through the little segue there, that final chord of Brain Stew that bleeds into Jaded. It's really a crapshoot whether they'll play Jaded, and I always feel lucky when I do hear it. WHJY in Providence would always play Jaded. Westbound Sign, Tightwad Hill, and Walking Contradiction. Produced by Rob Cavallo and Green Day, mixed by Jerry Finn. They didn't spend a lot on packaging with this one, despite the success of Dookie. They still didn't have a ton of money, obviously. That's a very chaotic looking lyric sheet. This came out on Reprise 1995. Side one there. It was an enjoyable listen, no doubt. Not a terribly long album. 35, 40 minutes. Not exactly sure how much, but some good days were still ahead for this group. That American Idiot album that they released in the early 2000s, that was a smash. An absolute smash. Put them right back on top. All right, I want to thank you guys for tuning. I can't get this one to shut up, my God. Yap, 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 yap. Tune in Monday night.
Oh, hell no.
I'm going to draw the album. New Year's album. New Year's is right around the corner. Paisano and Genevieve want to wish you...
Is Monday New Year's Eve?
No, Tuesday night.
New Year's
Tuesday
Eve.
night. Oh, we'll wish you a happy New Year on Monday night. Why not? It's a little closer. But as we go into 2025, we hope you guys had a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
We did, right?
Yes.
One of the merriest, right?
Yeah.
Easily one of the merriest. I mean, I can't get over how merry it was. Having a hard time wrestling with the merriment. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great night, YouTube.
Bye, Queens.
Bye.